Yeah, hi there, and these comments are for MS. I'm just using your initials for privacy purposes, and thank you for the email that you sent me. And you said, "Hi Michael, I'm taking my TOEFL IBT test on July 11th. My previous scores were 22 points in the reading, 22 points in the listening, 23 points on the speaking, and 26 on the writing." So your writing is very strong. So you have a total right now of 93. But, and there's always a but in there when I get these emails. So you need to get over 100, you say. You also say, "I've gone through your website. I find that you will get feedback." I would say feedback on my speaking and writing responses, not feedback to. "I want to know," you say that. You don't want to use that and then how. Once you use the word "no," which is part of the infinitive there, you need to use an object. You can just say how. "I need to know how many responses," not "can I send you." You want to say, "I need to know how many responses I can send you for the $35 course online." My course is actually $38 now. I apologize. You say, "Thank you." All right. Here's the answer to that. My basic rule is this. You can send me one practice test per day. You can send one writing practice test per day. You can send me one speaking practice test per day. And I'll make sure those get graded. Now, I may not be able to grade every writing practice test exactly 24 hours after that because my teaching assistant handles that. But we're pretty good at getting your scores done in a pretty timely manner. Usually I can grade your speaking practice tests in about 24 hours after you're having completed them. So you can complete pretty much 30 speaking and 30 writing practice tests in 30 days. That's what you can do. Now the other question is, though, you didn't ask me, but I'm going to ask you. So how do you go from 93 to 100? How are you going to do that? I mean, that's 7 points. And congratulations, your score's already good. So the question is, how do you get even better than you are right now? So that's something you got to think about. So for you, I'm going to recommend my 30-day TOEFL study guide. That's probably sufficient for you, but I'm going to be honest with you, it may take you more than 30 days before you reach your goal. It's going to be a battle. To get over 100 is something that happens not as frequently as, say, getting 80 or 60 or whatever. So you probably need to maintain right now, you need to maintain a regular routine of reading. That means you should be reading every day right now. Your reading's already good, so I'm going to recommend maybe 30 minutes a day. So keep reading every day for about 30 minutes. In your case, focus on books, magazines, and newspapers. Secondly, maintain a habit of practicing listening every day right now for about 35 minutes. Okay, in this case, you can focus on English TV, science, news, documentary, and especially science programs. This is very important. So each day, you're doing approximately 30 minutes of reading and listening practice. Does that make sense? And this has nothing to do with the TOEFL exam, but it has everything to do with your academic English language proficiency. You're getting more used to reading and listening, and that makes it much better for you when you take the TOEFL next month. Now, in addition to doing those two things, you should also be writing and speaking about the reading and the listening passages. So you have to take notes. Then using your notes, you can write a summary. Each summary should be about 250 words. My recommendation right now is to write 3 summaries each week. Each summary, again, is 250 words. So you're writing about 750 words of summaries each week on the reading and the listening passages. Again, this has nothing to do with my course, has nothing to do with an online course, but trust me, doing this is very helpful for your TOEFL score. I've coached many students over the last few years. I've helped many of them get over 100. Now, in addition to doing the writing practice, MS, you should also be speaking about the reading and the listening passages, again, using your notes. Your notes are very, very important for the TOEFL. You must take notes on the reading, listening, speaking, and writing sections. So as you're doing the reading and the listening practice, you should also speak about these passages. And your goal here is to do 3 60-second oral summaries each week. Each summary will focus on a reading or a listening passage, and you're re-explaining that information. Again, trying to use your own grammar, using your own vocabulary, you're trying to re-explain that information. See what I'm saying? So that's going to be very helpful for you. So what are you doing now? So far, you're doing reading practice, listening practice, you're doing note-taking practice, you're doing integrated writing and integrated speaking practice. You're doing a lot of things, and you haven't even used a TOEFL book. How about that? Now, the third thing is to go through the lessons in my 30-day TOEFL study guide. That'll give you some good practice with pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, listening, reading, writing, and speaking areas. So that's kind of my plan for you. You see what I'm saying? But I answered your question that you can complete 1 speaking and 1 writing practice test each day that you're one of my students. All right, MS? Anyway, thank you very much for your email, and all the best to your high-scoring TOEFL success. You can do this.